Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl Show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunya. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 160. This is 161 now?
Episode 161.
Okay.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Starting of season 5.
That's crazy. Can't believe we've talked that many episodes. That's 161 hours. Literally.
Yeah.
Well, about to be. Anyways, we're back, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're doing an episode of current events.
Not counting the episodes that didn't get posted and all that stuff.
Was it like full episodes that weren't posted?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I remember once that I didn't know it was the whole episode.
No, that might be true. And outtakes.
No, I believe it. He would know.
Yeah.
You know, some things happen sometimes. Technical difficulties. Getting on my fucking nerve difficulties. You know, it happens. Anyways, we're here today. We've been on hiatus. Tequila hates when I say that, but we have been on hiatus. So, we missed a week. And I missed you guys so much. We have a special guest here. My gangsta's here. She's
Hello, everybody.
the quiet squad over there. That's about all you're going to get from her. Maybe a chuckle or two. But she's here. And it's been a really long time since we've seen each other. I missed you, wifey. Anyhow, before we get into it, Tequila, how was your week? Productive.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm really offended because I really wanted to talk about my head. Anywho, it was productive. Yeah, productively.
Yeah.
That's your elaboration? Okay. How was your week, Cognac?
My week was good. Every time I have Harper, it's good. And Harper decided she wanted to leave the house, so that's funny. Like,
You're going to have to give some type of elaboration.
well, yeah, she was like, I'm going to get my boots, and she kept going back and forth and grabbing stuff. And
You're talking to us because we know it. Okay, so
what do you mean?
he doesn't know what you're talking about.
I know. So I'm talking to the group. So
Yeah, you have to talk to an audience. You know, there's another audience.
I know that. But I was looking
So what
this way.
happened? What happened?
So apparently Aaron was mean to her and she wanted to leave and go to Auntie's house. And so Aaron put her on the phone in the family group and she was like going back and forth, putting luggage together, and she said she was going to walk down the street
With her umbrella.
with her
Because it's
umbrella
raining.
specifically, because she thought it was going to be raining or whatever. And she threw this whole hissy fit that she was going to go and walk over there. It's not that far. And there was that.
She does know how to get here, though. Like, she's super smart. Like, she knows where to turn, it was just pretty cute.
No,
Yeah.
so.
It was adorable. And I almost went and got her. Then she said she was going to take her car.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, she did say that. She
I
goes,
can't cross because my sister goes, well, you can't cross the street by yourself, so how are you going to go? Even though she doesn't really have to.
across the street,
But
that's why.
she said, I'll take your car. She's 5. She was bound and determined to get to her auntie's house.
Luggage pads,
Yeah.
everything.
She had her stuff, went just, bye, I won't see you later. And then she comes back up, I forgot my pants. And then she went in the closet and got her pants. And I forgot my jacket. She was literally downstairs with her jacket on, zipped up, was putting her sandals over socks, which that would have been changed when she got here. with her pajamas and was at the door. And I literally texted my family on this, after that conversation, was like, she can't really get out, can she? Because you're going to have to watch that. So I was told no, so I hope that's the case, because Harper's very smart. She'll probably tie clothes together. Anyway. So was that the rest of your week? I was just giving an elaboration on the story.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm distracted by something else. But yeah,
Aren't you always?
Yeah, I know. No, I'm literally. So, anyways, no. Other than that, other than that, it's a pretty good week. We have new products coming, so that's all I can say about that. How was your week?
Oh, so kind of you to ask. My week was great. We're starting a new computer system after 2,000 years. So trying to work with that. I wasn't asked about it. The person that uses it the most and does the most wasn't asked, like, hey, does this work? Yeah. So. So. That's about it. I don't think I did anything.
The world runs on ones, zeros, and ones, and zeros, and zeros, and ones.
Right. Other than that, shout out to my grandmother. It was her birthday on Tuesday. Happy heavenly birthday to her. Miss her literally every day. It drives me crazy. But doing better. I won't just burst out anymore. But that's a good day. Special day for me in March 12th.
She's a good woman.
Yeah. Anywho, that was my week. Oh, my week also, Tequila went to my hood, and nobody that I know has ever gone to my hood besides Cognac in California. You don't want to talk about it, but shout out Riverside, no doubt. Thank you. It's a great place to be. If my parents are there. Otherwise, just come to Texas.
There's that.
Anywho, did you want to say something?
We get into our first segment of the evening.
Yes. Let's do it. I'm actually not going to say anything. I'm going to play something for you guys.
For our first segment of the evening. Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to just play it. And here we go.
You said we don't need them, they need us. Who's that? Yes. Who's that? The white people ultimately don't need other races in order to succeed, in order to be ourselves. Absolutely not. So, how do you think America became the greatest economic nation without? Not through black people. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't because of free labor. Are you talking about slavery? How do you think America became the greatest economy that it did? How do you think that happened? Through the genius of Europeans. You say we don't need anybody else. No. But the reality is, American history proves you wrong. The fact of the matter is, there is no great America. You can't sit here and talk about that greatness without other people making that happen. We could have figured out another way to pick cotton. The white people could have figured out another way. Y'all tried that, it didn't work.
You tried it, didn't work.
I mean, we'll do it now. We've done it previously. I don't know what books you read, but no, that's actually not what happened. But you said y'all would have figured it out, but you didn't. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, people of color are not going anywhere. So what is your vision for America? That is white land and the rest of us can leave? I think that white people, Europeans, formed the core of American identity. So once you go back to Europe,
visit every day is Juneteenth on it.
What the fuck? Yeah. Shout out to Eli Whitney, who made picking cotton great. Cotton gin, he was black. Yeah. That's it.
Now we're going to get into our second segment of the evening.
Better make me laugh. White man.
I can hope so at this point. I really,
Joking with Kanye.
Don't know how I'm gonna follow that up, but
Okay.
So, why did the jalapeno didn't try to learn archery?
Because it's a fucking pepper. What do you mean?
Habanero. In habanero. In habanero.
Cognac's available for kids' parties. If you need a comedian at your next child's party, he's got those jokes. Like, what the?
Oh, I can do them nasty.
No.
Yeah, that's every time I do them nasty, you're like, oh my god.
I think we're all like, oh my god. But that's fine. Anywho, let's get into our current events. Who wants to go first? I'm not going first. You guys always put me first. It's rude.
I was at Central Market when I thought about that.
Oh, good. You saw some habaneros?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who's going to go first with their current event?
Go ahead.
No,
Ladies
I don't
first.
want
I
to.
always say ladies first.
I don't always want to be first. Sometimes I want to be last.
Okay, I always say ladies first, but so okay, your opinion on that TikTok ban, as far as Congress
Could you
people.
tell the people that don't know what's going on?
Okay, so they're trying to ban TikTok from China to own the
I know
thing.
what's going on. Just off the microphone.
So no, okay, fine. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm undecided on that. As far as that's why I'm asking y'all's opinion on that, because technically, how are you gonna ban somebody if they own that? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like,
Well, I think, just for clarity, it's either it's going to be banned or you have to sell it to America.
I get that, but it's kind of like what reminds me of that was when they whatchamacallit, Waze. Waze was developed by an Israeli company, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they went ahead and just sold it because they kind of said, well, we're friends with you more, so you have a lot of information, too much, on directions and stuff and where things are at and all that stuff. So America paid them out to get Waze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that type, right? Whereas TikTok, I ain't a TikToker. I don't know about it that much. That's the
I
problem.
literally have TikToks only for our podcast, and so I can see what people send me.
Yeah. So I was always curious about
But
that.
I know people scroll that shit all day.
Yeah.
Because I get their
But they say
text. Look at this.
Right?
Yeah.
The reason is they say because TikTok is like influencing, American children and whatever it is, like influencing them on a certain narrative.
But
You know what I mean?
America thinks it can handle it better. I
Nah,
guess.
that's why I said
I don't know. Okay, did you have our opinion? Or?
no. I mean,
That's what you said.
I said I have an opinion that
No, you said I
you
want
can't-
y'all's opinion. That's what you said.
I know, but I'm saying my opinion is you can't bully. I just said it. I said you can't. How are you going to bully off somebody owning something? It no different than the Twitter. Everybody freaked the fuck out when Elon Musk bought the Twitter and changed it to X and all that shit with more like freedom of expression and shit like that. So that's why I said.
Are we going to comment?
Go ahead, yeah.
Because you asked. So
Go ahead.
my position is TikTok's weird. I'm too old for it. And I think that our Congress has other things to worry about than a fucking nap. They had Vine. Vine was basically TikTok, but shorter. You didn't worry about that. Instagram you weren't worried about because I guess the billionaire American owned it. It just seems weird to me, and it just seems like we have so much shit going on in this country. And I posted that yesterday. It was like, so you're going to ban TikTok before Nazis? Like, I just, in America, like, that's what you're worried about? We have, like, Nazis here. Like, we have a whole lot of terrible things going on here. That's my opinion. What's your opinion, Tequila?
I don't have one. I'm confused. It don't matter to me. I don't TikTok.
Yeah.
I thought they said they were spying on us through TikTok or some shit. I don't know. I can care less.
Yeah. Well,
it's that sort of for the business, for business owners and entrepreneurs. You know, if you develop something and it becomes successful, and motherfuckers can come ban your shit. That's some bullshit. Once that start, you know what I'm saying? Oh boy.
Yeah.
But other than that,
yeah, very true.
I don't.
Shout out to Denise on TikTok though. She's got 20,000.
Yes.
On TikTok?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. Denise from the U.S. Census Bureau. She's at like 20,000 views.
Have you heard from her? She might be in China right now.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
She might be on Congress. That's why she's trying to be on TikTok.
She might be like, y'all got lovely trees over here. Y'all got lovely lawns.
Yeah. All right, Tequila, your turn. Current event.
When this is not as current. I think it came out last week or the week before last.
Current event.
Wendy's next year is gonna go to dynamic pricing. So they're gonna have AI enhanced drive-through menus, and depending on the time of the day, that's gonna dictate how much their food costs. So, like during rush hour when they're real busy, the food gonna be priced at certain marks, and when it's slow, it's gonna be priced probably higher when it's slow. To make sense to me to go high when it's slow, low when it's fast, so more people will come. This time we go to Wendy's and
we'll be at 3 a.m. crashing through your building, drunk as hell.
Who the fuck came up with that?
That's
dynamic pricing, and I knew it's like Uber ride share pricing and stuff. You know, it fluctuates with
but food wise, I'm gonna go to Whataburger.
It's gonna be the first time.
or somewhere else.
But
or you're just gonna have people trolling around to see how empty the parking lot is.
That's what I'm saying. Supposedly they rolled it back. The CEO said, no, it's not that. It's just like a deal. Like we're just giving like certain deals and stuff. Like he tried to like roll it back, and I'm like,
no, you didn't. I'm just reading on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they spending a bunch of money on these menus. It ain't no deal.
Well,
they spend because they're getting AI menus. They spend damn near $100 million to put all these menus at their restaurant. It ain't no fucking deal. You ain't no rolling
Why
it back.
don't you fix your French fries? You see, people don't worry. No, they're not. No, they used to be. They used to be. No.
Yeah,
I like Wendy's French fries.
I like their burgers. I like their old square ass burgers. Sometimes. The only time I ever eat Wendy's is when I'm getting my hair done because it's closest. And if I'm hungry, I can just order it. But I don't know. It depends on the price of that hour now. I got to discuss with Wanda and Davion. Well, Wendy's, we can't get that.
Not one.
They added $2 to the burger. I can't afford it.
130.
Yeah.
I want to 130.
Or I'm gonna just pre-order and reheat. Like, there's so many ways around. That's so weird.
No, they got lashback on that though. They did get lashback on that.
I'm giving him some right now.
Right.
I'll do it for you in and out though, because I don't care how much it costs.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Absolutely not.
Surge pricing is the practice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They said they were doing what they said was they were doing the monitors because they got the digital monitors that they can change the pricing.
Yeah, the AI monitors. Yeah. The menus.
That's
so
awesome. All right. My turn. What do I want? Bring up one specific thing first. I thought it was pretty effing cool. Did you hear the dog? Do you see? That's what I'm saying.
You're not seeing what I'm saying.
Well, no, I'm not. He's backing up. All right. Current event news. Shout out Houston. Bun B draws in second largest rodeo attendance with his concert that included Drake, Nelly, Rick Ross. I know Eve was there. I think Yin
Yang Twins, 42 Short,
that OT.
DMC,
That
Mexican
OT.
OT.
Mexican OT.
Yeah.
I like him. I like his flow. Yeah, Sean Alex and them. And Drake lives in Houston now too. On top of that. So, yeah, he's here. Yeah, very proud of our city. That's one concert I would love to go to, but it's so damn busy. Like they literally sold standing only, which is not normal at the rodeo. Like it was standing only seats. They made a whole section for standing only. And yeah.
Like in the
Yeah.
like the dirt part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like where
Well,
they know
yeah.
shit's gonna be crunk because it last year, and so they create more things you can give them money for.
Dang.
But yeah, I want to go, but I need to know Bun B or whoever's performing so I can get in and out.
Then they had a Trill Burger with
Oh my
her
god, yes.
with her
I
knee.
brought that up though.
Did you?
Yeah, we've aired since the rodeo. That's it. Drake was not there.
No.
It's just so everyone knows. All right, that was it. Next.
My next story was this cat shot a 12-year-old kid here in Harris County, ran his ass back to Mexico, damn near trying to get back there. And I just thought that was ridiculous. He's been bonded out multiple times for other assaults.
That's why I hate during current events. Like, literally have the story up. Read the story so we
I
know.
have it right here. This one right here. I show you his picture.
You wanted to call him a bad hombre so
No, I didn't. Why the fuck would you say that? See, that's my point. Why would you say that?
because he's not your homeboy.
No, they
just came up with something else.
finally found him, like the Border Patrol found him, going back to Mexico. 27 years old, shot a 12-year-old child.
Why?
That has not been revealed why he did it.
No, I'm just like that's. I need backs. Like, was it his kid?
His girlfriend.
Was his girlfriend's kid?
No, they don't know why yet. That was all. I just thought that.
I need
They
a full
just caught
story.
him. I'm saying they just caught him. That was the Amber.
I mean, obviously,
Amber Alert.
Obviously,
we got.
fuck him.
An Amber Alert on a dude.
Yeah.
I didn't get that one.
An Amber Alert on a 27-year-old dude.
Okay.
I think that's a gold alert.
You know what an
Silver
Amber Alert
Because
is?
he was running back.
But an Amber Alert is a child's missing.
Yeah, that's a
Not a
kid.
child shot.
Missing.
No, I'm saying they were looking for him. Amber Alert.
No,
Shot
Amber Alert for him. Amber Alert was the girl
Amber Alert
missing.
is only kids.
Was the kid missing?
You know, there's Silver Alert, Amber Alert, so it
Blue
wasn't an Amber
Alert.
Alert.
Remains on the run. River. Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all didn't get it.
Yeah, you didn't
Because
get
it's
it
not
either.
an Amber Alert. Like,
Okay.
honestly.
Y'all laughing about a 12-year-old child?
No,
No,
we're
we
not.
not.
Actually, I said
Getting
fuck
shot
him.
and shit.
Actually, I said fuck
But
him,
it's
and
cat.
don't ever joke like that with me. But what I'm laughing about is you don't give a story. You give an opinion, and then you have to go back and look at facts. What you should have did was read the story.
Mike does too. On his phone, and I said,
But
I'm
you
going
didn't
back-
on your phone. You said it without your phone, and I said, when did this happen and where?
Number
And
one,
here's-
I don't give opinions. I just read
I wouldn't
Oh,
what I
give opinions.
research
So you should
on
just
my phone, and that's
Just
that.
read the whole story. Read the
all
whole
right,
story.
never mind.
Yeah.
Read the whole story.
I said
That's what I
never
do.
mind.
I print out things and I
Don't
read
worry
it.
about him. I was gonna give his name because he's a fucking douche. But who the fuck goes into a home and just shoots a 12-year-old child? That's all I'm saying.
Again, we
That's
don't
right.
have this. You
Right.
didn't even say he went into a home and shot a child.
Yeah,
You
that's-
just keep giving us bits and pieces and not a full news story so we can talk about it.
All right, Terry Brown Grievia, a 27-year-old charged with capital murder and shooting of a 12-year-old car. I'm not gonna say his name. Harris County. They finally found his ass. That's what I said. That's all they said. I said they finally
Can I just read it for the audience? Because you don't realize how it portrays. Terry Brian Rivera was arrested in Brownsville. That's not Harris County. Brownsville.
I know.
A man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend. See?
I said
Backstory. His ex-girlfriend's 12-year-old son. So he was a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
If you would have just read this, we would have been on board.
That's what I said.
Let me finish. Was arrested on Monday, 1 week after the deadly shooting. Terry Brian Rivera, bitch ass, is charged with capital murder in the shooting of death of 12-year-old Fernandez. That's his last name. On Monday, Rivera was detained at a Brownsville port of entry at Texas-Mexico border. He's in custody in Cameron County and will eventually be extradited back to Houston. Carlos's family shared a message. We're very happy with the hard work and dedication that was put into capturing him, thanking everyone involved in the community. Gonzalez said more details on Rivera's capture will be released as they become available. I don't want everybody to remember Carlos for the senseless tragedy. I want them to remember for the young man that he was, the protector, the big brother, and the big cousin. So it's basically condolences in this article. He looks like a wonderful fucking human being. I don't know if you guys can see that. Rivera's mom, 51, was arrested on Sunday and charged with hindering apprehension and prosecution. So his mommy, he's got mommy who thinks that's okay. She told her son to turn himself in, but instead he jumped out of the car and ran away. That's what she said. She said, obviously. Anyway, so basically he had an ex-girlfriend and decided, if I can't have you, your son can't. So fuck him. Fuck him, and I hope he gets fucked in prison in all of his holes. You don't fuck with kids. That's my point.
You ever watch Training Day?
Yeah.
So that probably already happened to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my point. All you literally had to do was read the first paragraph, and we would all been on board. You just were piecing the fucking the border. I couldn't keep up.
What they say, I like it when my show me love.
Piece of shit. Yeah. All right. Tequila's turn. Just throw out whatever.
Yeah,
like you do.
Yeah, like
There's a cat on the roof.
for references, I don't do what Rob do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all the airplanes. Y'all notice there's been a lot of issues with airplanes, right?
Shit.
With windows falling out, doors and wheels and pieces flying off the wings and all kind of shit. Anyway, so this guy, John Barnett, worked for Boeing 30 years, retired, and started blowing the whistle.
Yeah.
Blow the whistle. Yeah, started blowing the whistle. You know?
He ended up dead.
And yeah, he ended up dead.
Sure is.
All of a sudden,
He's in the middle of
he
trial.
been retired for 3 years. In the middle of trial, helping with investigations on safety allegations that he always talked about with Boeing, and all of a sudden he found
He committed
Phil committed suicide. Talking about a movie.
There is one. It's called The Pelican Brief.
Yeah, I'm like, who owned?
Also with Denzel Washington, by the way. Watch The Pelican
When
Brief.
I heard that, I'm like, who owned Boeing? Nothing but a bunch of shareholders.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Aren't you a safety?
Yeah. Rest in peace to that man,
Yeah.
regardless if he did do that. But I don't think he did.
You better shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
I don't know anything about any of that aside from this man died. So, yeah, very
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Boeing has a lot of safety directors. This is a whistleblower. Yeah, this is an employee that's seeing stuff that went to our safety directors
Is that why you're touching the nose?
that didn't listen to his complaints or whatever, so it got to the point where he had to start blowing whistle.
I'm saying you're going to kill people.
That shows a horrible culture for Boeing, where you have employees blowing a whistle. That means you're not listening to your employees.
And he only told like 3 things.
Yeah.
He had way more to say.
Yeah.
So.
being a safety professional, that shows that you not listening to your employees. So they have to go outside of your organization and blow the whistle. I can't whistle, but yeah.
I can't either. You didn't hear me go.
Yeah.
I guess that's my one talent. I can do that still.
Listen to your employees, man.
Yeah,
They may
like
keep
you
doors
put
from
people-
doors from flying off shit.
Tillman probably owns Boeing.
$20.
Oh, brother.
I said what I said.
Oh, brother. Well, we'll not get
You ruin
sponsored by
everything.
Grottos or that.
I don't give a fuck. Well, I like Grottos, but that's because they stuck to their thing. But Morton's, the Rockets,
May God be with that dude's
Yeah.
family, man. That's,
literally, because they're probably not going to give him any money.
Yeah.
Well, they might, just in case he talks to them about
Well,
stuff.
shit, I guess we can talk about it.
All right, mine is cop pleads guilty after making man who urinated in his cell lick up the piss.
What? What?
So basically, let me give the story. I'm not going to just give bits and pieces. A Mississippi cop, shocker, Mississippi, from the Pearl Police Department pleaded guilty this week to one count of deprivation of rights. That's it. I say that's attempted murder, but whatever. I'm not drinking pee. After federal prosecutors said he forced an arrestee in custody to lick urine off the floor of his holding cell. Michael Christian Green, he's white, was relieved of his duties and resigned just days after the alleged incident occurred. I'm going to summarize it. Basically, he arrested this person for a disturbance at Sam's Club in December, and he was in a holding cell. The detainee attempted to communicate to Green, it's on cameras, that he needed to go to the restroom, and he ignored him, and so he went to the restroom in the corner after waiting, and then when this police officer learned what he had done, he pulled him out and told him, "Let me tell you something, you see this phone, I'll beat your fucking ass with it." These were quotes. "You're fixing to go in there and you're going to lick that piss out. Do you understand me?" And then he put the victim, they call him the victim, back in and said, "Lick it up, go suck it up right now." And he pulled out his personal cell phone to record it and filmed him. And in response to the victim gagging, he told him, "You better not spit it out, lick that shit up, drink your fucking piss." And then after he did that, the man was repeatedly vomiting. And yeah, so there's that. That's gross.
That's fucked up.
And he pleaded guilty. He didn't. Yeah. So, yeah.
That is horrible.
That was fine.
What was the example?
It was a disturbance at the Sam's Club.
I bet
Maybe
you
he took too many samples.
Bet you won't do that no more. Bet you
I'm not
do
even
that no
going to
more.
Sam's Club anymore. Everything tastes like piss.
The other part of that, he didn't even put none of his guys on. They were like, "Sir, sir,
You're like, do better. Come on now. Like,
Speaking on that, the cats that like just do the robberies and shit, just if it's under $100.
what's your current event?
That's what I'm saying. My current event's still going on. Like you go to other states and they got all shit like locked up, like and the shit they don't
He's
have.
hollering at you, Callie. That's what he's talking about. Yeah,
No, I'm saying, but okay, well, fuck,
Okay.
wherever. And people that don't have shit like that, or they do, they'll still break it and take the shit. And the managers, nobody can do shit about it.
Tequila just sent us the guy that walked out with all the
Yeah.
bottles in his
Yeah, his
sweatpants.
gray sweatpants.
He went to the liquor store
But you
and his
can't-
sweatpants were just full of bottles. And he
Clank,
just
clank,
walked
clank,
out.
clank,
Clanking.
clank, 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 clank.
And I was trying to figure out where he went. That's
Yeah.
free liquor, you know.
Like that's just crazy.
I just push his ass down. the bottles will start breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his
Then I got fired for assault and custody.
right. That's my point. And then the
He
bottles
trips.
was broken. He got shards in his legs and shit.
Yeah,
Then go to the hospital and sue them.
My
Yeah,
suggestion for that is let's put a tripwire at the door.
Tripwire.
Yeah.
But I just said if they
No,
do that, go ahead.
They trip. Like when you can't see. Like Home Alone. So
I understand that, but I
you
just
see
said,
this man with a pants full of fucking liquor, you just pull this thing and then pull it back down.
But I just said the minute he's on their property, the bottles break. He got all cuts in his legs and shit.
Those were his bottles.
Then he goes, what?
They weren't ours anymore.
Man, all right, well, he going to the store. They fucked me up. I got cuts in my legs and shit.
I'm sure a lawyer will take that. I'd take it.
Mm.
If I was a lawyer, I need to go back to school.
I mean,
yeah, that is shitty. What's your current event, Tequila?
Okay. Spring break, right? Just got off of it. Everybody love Miami. But spring breakers, man. So Miami issue started, I want to say it started last year. Because the year prior to that, those spring breakers were off the chain. And so Miami issued all these rules for spring break starting March 15th. I wonder why it's 3 days. Until Monday, March 18th. I guess people only come for the weekend, most spring breakers. But effective each night from March 15th to March 18th, from 11:59 p.m. until 6 a.m., a curfew will be imposed for that area of the city. Anyway, they had a midnight curfew. The clubs, everything, a couple of clubs tried to step in and rebuke, sue the city, whatever, but they held their ground. So 12 a.m., shut the shit down. Safety officers patrol for the curfew and enforce the curfew. Business may continue to operate from 11:59 p.m. to 6 a.m. for delivery services only. So you can get your Uber Eats and your DoorDash and shit like that. The sale or distribution of any alcohol beverages for off-premise consumption with or without payment will be prohibited in the curfew area after 6 p.m. So they stopped selling booze at 6 o'clock. They had a special event zone, begins from 8 p.m. until 7 a.m. So in the little special event zone, you could do shit for a little while, but there's certain controlled areas. You know what I'm saying? And then Ocean Drive, Collins. Yeah, so they really put the hammer down. I know they messed up a lot of commerce for the city. I know a lot of people make money during spring break in Miami. They fucked off my retirement plan because I was gonna sell sunglasses on the beach. Right now I'm on a 3-wheel bike with a sunglasses on the beach. Y'all never got it.
So shout out to Miami. Yeah, Miami already has enough nightlife.
So the volume is illegal and local. Consumption of alcohol in public, smoking tobacco or marijuana on beaches or in park, possession or consumption of narcotics. I mean, that's a given. Driving under the influence, that's a given.
In Miami.
Driving a scooter or a vehicle irresponsibly, they got their eyes on you. Violence of any kind. And on the beach, you can't smoke cigarettes on the beach. No alcohol on the beach. No large tents, tables, or similar.
Boring.
No
Go to
loud
Fort
music.
Lauderdale.
No loud music. No large coolers. No glass containers.
Well, you
No
should have
styrofoam
lots.
or plastic straws on the beach.
Yeah.
But I remember we was in Miami on the beach. We rented a big ass tent from them.
Yeah.
From the beach.
Yeah. But we had sense.
But you can't even rent that tent from them.
Not during those days. That was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Go Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Go-
that shit to Tampa. They
I'll
said.
go to Destin. Yeah.
Oh, Destin. Destin already didn't even let them in. I can
Oh,
tell you
for
that.
real?
But Destin is
Oh.
like
Nice.
high end.
I've seen a lot of people go to Destin.
Yeah, they will. But you didn't see what Miami looked like in Destin last year. So, yeah. I mean, just go and act like you have some fucking sense. I mean, people are gonna fight on a regular day.
It ain't like Luke out there.
Yeah. Uncle Luke.
Yeah, Uncle Luke in the, you know what I'm saying? That ain't back like in the 80s.
Okay,
and 90s.
People had more sense.
I did something.
People had more sense back then. I'm
Yeah,
not
we
saying
just had fun.
When Uncle Luke
Yeah.
was
Don't
running
stop
it,
popping.
yeah,
We were
when
just
Uncle Luke had it, all
Yeah.
he expected
yeah.
was
Nobody was
roses,
popping
dolls.
guns. They were popping pussy.
Yeah, they were popping pussies,
Sorry.
not popping guns. Like you said, popping needles, all that shit. Yeah, they were heroin addicts, but they stayed downtown.
Well, they didn't go to the spring break.
That's my point.
Those
They couldn't even make it to the beach. So,
Yeah. Anywho, next one for me.
I got one more and I'm done.
Okay. Well, then let me do this Florida woman here, since we were in Florida.
Because
well, there's always a Florida story.
That's what? Oh. Okay. Florida woman tried selling baby to stranger for $500.
did what?
Damn.
An anonymous citizen.
What happened?
She tried to sell her child for $500.
Only 500.
Yep.
Oh,
Literally, probably would have bought it. I would have had to go to the police, but that's my child now. Anyways, she tried to sell her daughter.
For 500.
Her daughter, which is and then abandoned her after she couldn't find a buyer.
oh, fuck.
38-year-old Jessica Woods. She looks blackish, white-ish. I don't know. That's her face.
She looks like the girl that tried to be on the.
She's home. She was homeless. I'm gonna sum it up. She had her 18-month-old daughter. 18 months.
18 months.
Yeah, that's literally like
Fine.
a 1-year-old
Damn near.
that's walking and understands things. She
And
was,
get her soon.
yeah. She
I got 250.
went outside of a business and was sleeping there. And one of the people that worked at the business basically felt bad and asked her, does she need anything? You know, and she basically tried to sell her child. She goes, no, I don't need anything. But you can have my child for $500. And the lady, or citizen, they call it the citizen, refused to purchase the child. She walked away and just left the child there. So the employee of that company picked up the baby and brought her to the police department and told the cops what happened. She's incarcerated in the Putnam County Jail on a $255,000 bond. Yeah, I'm ending on that one as that's a what the fuck for me too. I really wish you women would stop procreating if that's how you're going to treat your children. Because I literally would have, like I said, I'm joking, but I just said, okay, and gave you $500 and went to the police still and said, I'm willing to watch this child. I don't know where the fuck she went with her $500. I know where she went. I found this child. Like, get away from her. You're a danger.
You know,
anyways,
that's
you know, like,
a,
and it's sad. And now the child's in foster care.
I was going to say, that's a touchy thing
It's
because.
not touchy.
No, I meant. What do you mean?
What's touchy about it?
No, what I meant by that is like, you give her 500, right? And then you take the child, you go to the police, say, hey, look, this crackhead just sold me the $500.
Well,
You
so
would get arrested
I
for
wasn't
that child.
specific.
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't specific.
Yeah.
I would have been like, let me go in and see how much money I have and call the police
Okay.
and ask
That's
them
all.
what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm just being flippant and
Yeah, that's
trying to
what-
make a joke of it, but, you know, fuck her. Fuck her in her entire life. I hope she's gonna get in every hole, too. Like Training Day.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like,
because if, like she
And
left
this is my problem.
She left the child there.
Yeah, this is my problem.
Then you have to go, obviously,
This is probably
to
someone
the
who
police because it's
who
like,
is on the streets selling it now, and and that's where maybe she should have had better help, or an abortion, or something. She's probably pregnant again in jail right now, and there's another child assistant.
That's a possibility.
So, and then she'll get out and charge $400. See if that sells. I don't know. Ridiculous. Anyways, does anybody have any more? You said you had one more?
Yeah, I have one more.
You have one more?
That's a sad story.
He said, Tom.
But I dare not wish a nice family would have bought the baby for $500.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Instead of putting her in the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully some nice family can adopt her.
I'm available.
Yeah.
Give her to me.
Yeah.
Take her and that.
She 18 months. 18 months old, so a lot of people want newborns and baby.
Yeah,
So
she'll
yeah.
probably get adopted.
once they start hitting,
Older.
thinking folk got a little independence and people don't want to deal with them.
I
They
do.
Passed around.
I don't mind. I was gonna say, I don't mind. I mean, I dealt with. I used to do big.
Depending on the situation, time, and circumstance, I'd have bought the baby and wouldn't have said shit to the cops.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
have. You could have also done that.
Yeah.
But then,
She wasn't gonna say shit. What was she gonna do?
But that's the thing.
Go down her
I
fucking business.
just got on my grind and try to get the paperwork right. Where I can put her in school and
Yep.
all this other kind of shit because they don't be playing about that paperwork.
Yeah.
You try to get them in school
Yeah.
and prove her parental rights or guardianship.
Well, that's why
But you have to throw the 500 somewhere and go. It's at the crack house.
Yeah.
I already prepaid at the crack house
Yeah.
or something. Because I'm not trying to go to jail for saving a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also it's like that's an interesting story.
What's your other one?
But I,
So my other one is
no, I was adding to it. I just said that that was sad. Like what's your options on that?
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
I would take that child.
Yeah.
And just call the police.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
we did that.
Yeah.
I remember at one point in my life, I don't know what I was going through. Kind of didn't want to be married, but I was like, man, I need to find me a chick that'll have my baby and just let me have a baby, and then she go on about her business.
It's called a surrogate.
If I could have been for $500,
No, it's not 500.
No, I apologize for that. What I meant to say was that doing community service things and being like a big brother, technically, to like kids and stuff like that, I think that gonna mean a lot too.
You should do it again. It's still available. Get on it.
yes, I'm my favorite event is from the West Coast, Riverside. We live in Houston, and we have notorious traffic. They do too. And we have our road rage incidents, and they do too. And I was watching the news one morning, and they were talking about an unsolved road rage case that was caught on video and dealing with a motorcycle. And this dude on the motorcycle was driving real erratic and stupid. And this motherfucker in a Ford Focus came up out of nowhere, chased him down, hit the motorcycle driver, flipped him about 100 times in the motherfucking mountains. Up. They had it all on video. Never caught the driver. And the dude didn't die. He just suffered a lot of wounds. And I had to call my coworker and say, man, this motherfucker just knocked this motherfucking motorcycle driver in the goddamn mountains. This dude went in the mountains on the motorcycle, and they still looking for that driver. So that's the current
Not
thing.
Ford Focus.
That's
God, it's a Ford Focus. You can get rid of that easily. Don't get a new car.
That's why Sega, as long as it's Sega, that released GTA 6.
That'll work. Okay, that's Grand Theft Auto.
No, but Riverside.
Video game, they usually, that's how it's out.
I went downside Riverside a couple of times. It was nice. You know what I'm saying? Kind of Austin-y. Kind of.
Austin-y?
Yeah. With the architect, the buildings, the age of the buildings. Ate at some place called Heroes, and they were not shy with the portions of food that they gave you at that place and another place, spaghetti, like a spaghetti warehouse here. When I first thought, I'm like, oh, they got a spaghetti warehouse, but it's not necessarily a spaghetti warehouse. It's something else. But old spaghetti factory. That's the name of it. The spaghetti factory.
It's in a warehouse.
It's in a warehouse. It's like Godfather, like 3, and that motherfucker. and I got like a little commemorative cup that they gave you if you ordered a cream soda. They give you a cup to take home and stuff. But yeah,
oh, souvenir.
Just as many homeless people there as here. Bunch of RV parks.
Should have went to LA.
Bunch of homemade RV parks on the side of the road. But nice city. Yeah. The time zone kind of suck. We need that time here. That's a city time here. Because the days are long over there. It seems like the days are longer over there. But yeah. 2
hours behind.
Yeah.
So it's about 5:30 there.
The traffic is a motherfucker.
Yeah. But the thing about Cali is everybody knows like where they're going. You're not going to get someone who's like, oh shit, and cuts across. Like, you have to know where the fuck you're going. No, people drive like assholes, but we don't have that there. And if you do that, you get ran up at the mountains.
Then that thing, so I caught a flight from Cali, flew to New Orleans, and yesterday in New Orleans, watching the news, we had a storm here, and that storm was coming towards New Orleans, and the weatherman, he was talking about the storm. Best weatherman ever. He needs to work in Houston. He said, I can't tell you when it's coming, but it's coming, but it won't be this morning. And that was it. So, yes, it's coming, won't be this morning. But it's coming.
How much do they get paid? I could say that.
Yeah. That made my day. Yeah.
That was in Louisiana?
That was in New Orleans, yeah. Okay. Yeah, other than that, man, that's my current events.
Cool. You have one, Kingston?
Nope.
And this evening is on me. We're going to get into our third segment of the evening where we tell you 3,000 things about us using this magnificent book titled 3,000 Questions About Me being Cognac, me being Tequila. I always say that, me being Tequila, me being Cognac, me being the girl. This evening, I'm going to randomly select a question and ask it. I'll select the number 50. Number 50. What do you do when you and your best friend get into a fight? If it's my fault, I usually I would apologize, and if it's something that I can change, make every effort to change it. But if it's their fault, I'm leaving where it is till they do what they got to do. That's it. May not be my best friend.
I I do not use that term anymore. Best friend. Because I only gave that term to 2 people, and they are probably 2 of the most self-absorbed people I've ever met, and couldn't be a best friend to me when I needed them. So, but if I argue with somebody I care about, a friend that I care about, or family that I care about, I don't know, just like kind of what you said. It depends on what the argument was. What are we arguing about? I don't really argue. Like, I don't really argue with y'all. Well, maybe Cognac, but we're like in a relationship. But I don't really argue with you, Gangsta. I don't really argue with you. So. And I don't really argue with Jackie. Like, we don't get in, or not argue. We don't get in fights.
Yeah.
Like.
You know, even in relationships, I try not to get into fights. I learned at a young age, you know, once you open that door with the fussing and fighting,
Yeah.
you just always fussing and fighting. So I try to do whatever I can to not fuss and fight. Even if I'm boring and I want to fuss and fight, I just don't want to open that door. I got to get to a place where we can talk like human beings, you know, rational without. I don't know. It's like a door just easy where you just start arguing over every little thing. Cause I remember this girl I used to date. She had a daughter, and her daughter was like, "Yeah, I fuss and fight all the time," but we did it so much we didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? That's how casual it was, and that's not something that I want in a relationship with me where we just casually fussing and fighting and arguing all the fucking time. It's a waste of energy.
Well,
Yeah.
You don't change the toilet paper roll 4 times. It's on in public. How do you handle arguing with the best friend or fighting with the best friend?
The older I got, usually I laugh, make jokes to myself, and yeah, it's a shitty thing.
Wait for it to go
Wait it out. See what was
or change how it happened.
I go day for, I'm a day for day guy, so, you know. So, but, well, what did you think about that? So, I mean, that's respectable. Like, what did you think about that? Kind of like Mike said, you know.
Like, it wasn't even.
Well, kind of where he said we can talk, you know, about it.
Okay.
Later on, you know.
All right. Well,
How'd you think?
We'll ask your best friend Ryan. I bet you he'll say he just didn't talk to me for a couple months.
Well, he ain't gonna throw me on the bus. I love you, Ryan.
Yeah, one thing I can say is it's important to manage that. I mean, friendship, relationship, shit with your children or whatever. Even with my son, I used to snap and argue, and I didn't know it. And one day he just said, "You don't have to yell." You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was yelling. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for pointing that shit out. So I made a point, you know, to think about how I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say before I say it, because you know that caused a reaction. You know, if I yell at you, you're not gonna hear shit I say. You just know this motherfucker yelling at me, and you're gonna respond to me yelling. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't getting shit done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that works for y'all. Because if I'm yelling, I gave you warning. I gave you enough warning. I tried. So I'm yelling. I don't care if you hear if you hear what I said. I hear what I say, and I know I said it to you.
I'm telling you, if you yell at me,
Yeah.
This motherfucker yelling at me. I don't know what they saying. That's where I'm at.
But I
got a problem with you yelling at me.
But I've never yelled at you.
No, I'm just saying anybody.
We've gotten into it about stuff, but it's calm because you're listening. But the moment you stop listening and you done made up something or something else, I said, "Okay, give me a minute," or "Hey, this is that's it." Then you're getting the business. Sorry, I'm my mother's child. I hold grudges.
I've never heard your mom yell at. I mean, I've not personally. I mean, you know, I guess I haven't got to that point.
If you think our argument's bad.
All right, I've never heard her yell at your dad. Never heard her yell at.
She's very. She's
coy about it.
She's respectful.
That's respectful.
But
yeah.
There's a time or two. You know, she's not going to do it. She tries her best, like I do, to not do it in front of people. But you push her too far. Your mama's a bitch. And I don't even do that.
So that's what I'm saying.
I'm too old.
Yeah,
My old school mother, that she wouldn't do that.
That's me. We're not even.
My mom is gonna hurt your fucking feelings
whatever the
if
problem,
you keep playing with her.
Whatever the problem is, this guy sat right there. And
yeah.
What you said about my mom?
Yeah.
And why you yelling at me? Yeah.
And then she's gonna
that shit down.
And then she's gonna add extra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when that's all that's over with, we still got to deal with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's on 30-something years. She's. I'll roll with that. Anyhow, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you very much.
For our current events.
Yep. Sorry they weren't as current on my end, but
I think they were current. It's current. It's current if it's this year.
Those are things that stuck to them.
Yeah. And shout out to one that I forgot. What's his name? Bernie. Who's Bernie? Uncle Bernie, the independent politician. Is it Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, he wants to do a 32-hour work
week. Oh,
I
had that in my notes.
Thank you. Yeah. Shout out for that suggestion.
Okay.
Shout out for that suggestion. Throw it in there with the Throw it in there with the TikTok.
Cats are working.
I'm just saying,
and the pay the same. Okay, nobody wants to work anymore, so whatever.
No, I just want a nap.
It's people need their family life balance. I remember being in Scotland and in Paris.
It works in Europe.
And they talk. Yeah, that's what they talk about. How we workaholics. All we do is work. Shit shutting down at 8 o'clock. Not over there and shit. And we just work.
Then we France now. We can shut down 3 months.
Not just France, Europe.
Yeah,
Europe. That's not just
France. It's to be like Europe.
No, I'm just saying.
We'll shut America down for 3 months. Nobody works.
No. What I'm saying is 8 hours a work week is not going to kill you, but on a regular job, that's what I'm saying.
Just to know you had
like a regular, like most of us don't you don't work 9 to 5. You don't work 9 to 5.
I do work 9 to 5.
I mean, technically.
I do.
Yeah, okay. Right, but you're not. You work from home until you go home and work.
No,
you do whatever. Okay, whatever. All I'm saying is you, even in our building, right? There's times where I'm not busy or you're not busy. Yeah. So why can't we just conjoin those and give us this?
So then start the whole American industrial facilities over, where you give people okay, so what are you saying? So, okay, hypothetically, let's say.
Let's just pick cotton from 8 to 3 instead of 8 to 9 to 5. No, that was my...
I know it was a joke.
Yeah.
But, okay, it's no different than, that's what they keep blaming this shit on. Like,
they see the cap.
You don't have McDonald's. And all these people, they want $25 an hour for 3 hours, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good 75. And I
want
my free French fries.
And then, all right, and you get, okay. Well,
you know me and my work ethic. That wasn't what I was getting at.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
No, you have a great work ethic.
Thank you. So I'm not getting at handing out people's shit. I'm just saying we can try it.
Man, at the end of the day,
that's all. I mean, I'm good with not going into the office for 4 hours on Friday. We don't do that shit.
Technically, I'm on the fence.
I'll take a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thank you.
I'm on the fence on that too. On the fact that
I know you are.
No, let me tell you what.
Sleeps a lot.
What? No, let me tell you what. Well, because I get busy as fuck a lot, and I have to manage a lot of shit. But the fact of the matter is, you got to realize these. That's why I'm on the fence on this, because they're billionaires or whatever, but they made this company or going and so on and so forth. Yep. But if you pay, they're not going to take a pay cut. the upper tops.
Well,
and all
that
shit,
sounds
all
like a
these upper
different
tops.
conversation.
I know, yeah.
Right.
So they're
So
not going to want to take
so
a pay.
I'm
That's
done
so
with-
they're going to be like, you know what, fuck it. We'll
I'm done with
charge
my
the
work
consumer
week
$25
on
for
this
fucking
conversation.
burger.
I'm done with my work week on this conversation.
Yeah.
I need a biological
Yeah.
end. Love you guys. Thank you so much for listening.
And go work-life balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And take
Fuck all that other shit.
and take naps.
People need to have time for their families and themselves, man.
I have never gone up on one of my blogs, even the women got up on me. So, good
What are
night.
you talking about? Good night, guys. Love you. I gotta pee.
Baby, you ain't got no lawn. You are such
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.